Good afternoon, groovy citizens, and happy Sunday to each and every one of you. I know you're thinking Sunday. Yes, I said Sunday. I had a hard time getting this video done yesterday. And the reason, I'm not even going to the reason why. It took me 10 tries to get this video done. And finally I said, forget it. I'll just try it again tomorrow. So here we are. Now, first of all, let me just say today has been an amazing day. Today has been an absolutely amazing day. Today is 4th Sunday at Metropolitan Baptist Church, so we celebrate communion on 4th Sunday. And when I tell you my pastor got up there, he showed up and showed out, honey, please believe me. So if you're following us on Facebook, you can check out today's service. If you follow us on YouTube, you can check out today's service. Now, my topic for today is strategies for staying on top of your current goals. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I realized, we are here at the end of January. And doesn't it seem like just yesterday we were hollering Happy New Year to one another? And here we are getting ready to roll into February. And so I wanted to talk about this because I do know that when the new year starts, people tend to get excited and they are looking forward to a clean slate. And they have all these goals and ideas and dreams and whoop-de-woo and all this other stuff that they want to do. And we're all in the beginning. But then somehow or another, all that excitement fizzles off. And so I decided, let me do this video today because I know that it will help someone. So I have 8 things to share with you, and I promise I'll let you be. Also, if you follow me on TikTok, after I'm done with this, I will be doing a motivational moment. So make sure you go over and check that out. Number 1, understand what motivates you. This is so important, you guys. So some things to think about are, how do you reward yourself for completed tasks? What fears are holding you back? It is important that you know what motivates you. What is it that makes you get up every single day? Well, I know who it is, but what is it that makes you get up every day and go after your goals and your dreams? Is it your family that you're trying to take care of? Is it because you want to one-up somebody else? I don't know what it is. Doesn't even matter to me as long as you know. You need to know what it is that motivates you. Why do you do what you do? It's almost as if we've talked about this before, knowing your why. And so I want you, and in case you don't, I want you to make sure you know what it is that motivates you. Because if you don't, I think when people don't know what it is that motivates them, it gives them easy access to give up when things get rough. Number 2, write all of your goals down. So doing this will help you stay on track as well as map out your strategy. I'm one of these people, I love to write things down. Absolutely love to write things down. And this is why I keep journals. This is why I have planners, because I like to write things down. And I think when you write things down, you're more apt to stick with them. And so let's go back to losing weight. When you write down that you're going to lose weight in this new year, and you're going to write down how much weight you want to lose. You're going to write down how you're going to lose the weight. And you're going to write down how you're going to reward yourself as you reach these milestones that you're going after, right? But here's the thing. If you don't write it down, it can slip your mind. Because I'm going to tell you something, y'all. We all getting older. Doesn't matter how old you are, we are all getting older. And so you just cannot remember every single thing. But for me, if I write things down and I go into my vision book, I go into my planner, it's right there in my face. I'm always going to be looking at it because I look in my vision book every single day. I look in my planner every single day. So whatever that thing is, that goal that I have, I'm constantly looking at it because it's always in my face. I guarantee you, if you write it down, you're more apt to stick with it. Number 3, create and follow a plan. So having a plan is a great way to stay focused and not get sidetracked. This could mean writing your goals and steps down in a planner, as well as creating a daily or weekly to-do list. Did I not just talk about that? Yes, I did. When you write things down, I'm sorry, when you write out your plan, again, you're more apt to stay focused because you have a plan of action. If you say to me, well, Michelle, I'm going to lose weight, I'm excited for you. I really am. My face may not look like it right now, but I am excited for you. And so my first thing to you is going to be, well, you know what? That's great. Congratulations. I know you can do it, because I'm always going to encourage you. But then I'm going to ask you, how much weight are you going to lose? How are you going to go about losing the weight? And that's when people get stuck. That's when people start looking like a deer caught in headlights. They're like, huh? Yeah. If you can hunt, you can hear. I'm asking you those questions because if you don't have them mapped out, how are you going to stay on track for something that you didn't even write out? You're not. So write things down. Write out the overall goal. Whatever that overall goal is, write that down. If it's to lose weight, you say lose weight in 2024. And then underneath, you break out the steps. Are you going to join Weight Watchers? Are you going to join Jenny Craig? Are you going to start using a certain product? Are you going to go to the gym 2, 3, 4, 5 days a week? And when you go, what are you going to do each time you go to the gym? Write it all down. You're more apt to stick to something when you have it written down on paper. And not only that, it shows that you put a lot of thought into it. When you say, oh, I got it up here, yeah, you probably do. But when you put it down on paper, you have really put a lot of thought into that thing. Number 4, practice time management. So time management is a valuable skill to have that will help you stay focused on your goals. This will also ensure that you aren't wasting time on things that aren't going to get you closer to your goals. And I cannot stress that enough. Too often, we spend way more time than we need to on things that are not going to get us closer to our goal, but instead take us further away. So I want you to start managing your time, because here's the thing that bothers me. It really does. When someone says to me, Michelle, you know what? I was going to do ABCXYZ, but I just didn't have enough time to get to it. Really? See, here's the problem I have with that. You have the same 24 hours in a day that I have. I have the same 24 hours in a day that Denzel has, that Oprah has, and anybody else. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. The problem is that we don't use them wisely. And if you're honest with yourself, you can admit that. You don't always use them wisely, and that's why they get away from you. So if you start to practice time management, I promise you, you can get stuff done. As a matter of fact, in the front of this year's planner, there's the month and there's a row for every day of the month. You can put things, and I just started doing that this year, by the way, on those lines that you need to remember at a glance without me turning to August's calendar section. I can look right there. Excuse me. And some people map out their day by time. I do not, but some people I know do that. And so if that's the case, get you a planner where you have Monday morning, and you have starting at 6 a.m. and it goes all the way to midnight. And you can plot on each line of time what it is that you need to do. That way your time doesn't get away from you. Because the problem is, and I'm going to move on, we think we have more time than we really have. And that's why more times than not, you are running out of time, because you think you have more time and you really do not, okay? Stop. Don't forget, we all get the same 24 hours in a day. Nobody gets any more than you. Nobody gets any more than me. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. The thing is how are you using them? So I wanted to share 2 systems that you might want to try. And one is called the quadrant system, and it requires you to separate your daily tasks into 4 categories based on the task, the urgency, and the importance. These categories will help you manage, focus, avoid, and limit your time. Now, I can be honest with you when I say I've never heard of this time management skill, so I don't know exactly what all you have to do. You might have to Google that, but it's something to try. And then you have what's called the 52-17 rule. And it is a method of time management where you work for 52 minutes and then you take a break for 17 minutes. Again, I've never heard of that system of time management either, so you might want to go and Google it to, so you can learn a little bit more about it. Now, I did have a note here to myself because I wanted to ask you all, do you all remember when people used the Franklin Covey planners? Oh my goodness. I remember I'd just gotten into the federal government, so I was straight out of high school then, and that was a big thing. All of the big wigs had Franklin Covey planners, and that's how they stayed on track with their day. I don't even know if Happy Planner was out then, and it really doesn't even matter, but Franklin Covey, everybody had one of those. I didn't because they were a little pricey. So the federal government, they would purchase them, but you had to be a big wig to get one of those. And it just seemed to help people stay focused. So I don't know if Franklin Covey still makes planners. If they do, and you still like those, you might want to go for it. Me personally, I'm a Happy Planner girl and I love it. Now, number 5, bring tasks to completion. Another way to stay focused is to finish up your goals, which will help you avoid procrastination and finish what you start. Do you realize that there are people, and some of you may be under the sound of my voice right now, but there are people who started goals and tasks last year, but you never finished it. And you have a history of starting things, but you never finish things. I won't lie, that used to be me. It did. That used to be me. But now I am of the mindset that I want to finish the things that I start. I don't want to have a whole bunch of open apps. You know how on your phone, on your iPad, maybe even on your laptop, if you click up in that corner, you'll see that you have a whole bunch of windows open. I don't want my life to be like that. I want to open up one thing, finish it, and then close it. Open up something else, finish, and then close it. Now, I'm not saying, let me tell you what I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you can't have more than one window open at a time, but you've got to start completing some things, because if not, you're going to find that you just have a whole bunch of windows that are open and you're not completing anything. Now, if that's how you choose to live your life and that works for you, that's fine. It just doesn't work for me. So I want to encourage you to start completing tasks, because I don't know about you, I love it when I go throughout the year and I see all the check marks of things that I've completed. I'm like, yes, I got 3 things down, 10 more to go. Excuse me, y'all, my nose is itching again. I think it's having this heat on in the car because it's 45 degrees. But yeah, I love looking at the check marks, because that indicates that I've completed that particular task and I can focus my attention onto something else. So don't go through this year with a whole bunch of open windows and a whole bunch of open tasks. Start to complete things, close them out, and then go on to something else. Number 6, make sure your area is clean. You are more apt to stay focused if your area is clean, because it allows you to fully concentrate on your goals and not the mess. I don't know about you, but have you ever tried to work on a desk that's full of junk? It is hard to stay focused when you're looking at the stuff on your desk going, you know what, I really do need to clean this desk up. Or even worse, you're looking for things, you can't find them. Why? Because they're buried underneath the crap that's on your desk. Clean up your area. When you have a clean space, it allows you to think better. You think differently, and you're actually getting some stuff done. Why? Because you have a nice clean area in which to work. Number 7, have an accountability system. So you are more apt to stay focused if you have a group or an individual that holds you accountable for what you said you were going to do. I cannot tell you, since as you all know, I am a certified life coach, and one of the services that I offer also is an accountability coach. And I've been blessed with some awesome clients who come to me and say, Shell, look, I need you to help me stay focused. Okay, not a problem. So what we do is we meet weekly, and you tell me what's going on. What do you have? What do you need to get done? And I'm taking notes, and I'm writing, and I say, okay, so let me get this straight. Between now and next week, you've got to do A, B, C, X, Y, Z. Yep, I certainly do. Okay, not a problem. Now, when we meet in a week, we're going to revisit the things that you told me you needed to get done. And if you don't have those things done, no, I'm not going to flog you, but we are going to have a talk about it. Because I'm asking questions. I'm getting all up in your business. Well, how come you didn't get them done? What do you mean you ran out of time? What else were you doing? Now, I can understand if something of more importance comes up and you have to put that to the side. I absolutely get that. But in the grand scheme of things, if these things are on your to-do list, you need to be about the business of getting them done. Stop allowing people, places, and things to get in the way, and so you are never getting anything done, but your to-do list is getting longer and longer. Okay, so keep that in mind. And number 8, visualize your results. When you think about the outcome of your goal, it helps you stay focused on your goal and keep pushing when it gets hard. I am of the belief that when you visualize the goal that you have in mind, it helps you to stay focused. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you have ever had a time when you are trying to get things done and life wants to happen, and it's so easy if you're not careful, it is so easy to get pulled from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And so I like to focus on the outcome of, visualize the results of that I'm looking for. When I say, okay, I'm going to do ABC, and these are the results that I'm looking for, that's what's driving me. Remember, I opened up by asking the question, understand, or not ask the question, when I made the statement, understand what motivates you. Well, that one and number 8 definitely go hand in hand. Visualize your results. If you visualize your results, that is what is going to keep pushing you. That's what's going to make you stay on track. That is what is going to keep you from procrastinating, because you're visualizing the results that you plan on getting once you accomplish whatever that thing is that you're doing. And what's that old saying, if you can see it, then you can believe it. I know I have to do that quite often with things that I'm working on, because it's like, Lord, I don't know about this one. And I'm going to share this with you real quick. When I told y'all that church service was awesome, oh my goodness, my pastor preached. And what I loved is that he talked about how we need to stop going to God with only small prayers. We serve a big God, so why shouldn't we take our big needs to him? And then he went on to talk about how at some point you asked God for something big and he didn't deliver it. And so you say, okay, well, I asked him before, so he didn't deliver, so why bother now? Go back and ask God again for that big thing. God can handle all of our prayer requests. Keep that in mind. He can handle the small things, the medium-sized things, as well as the big things. So God said, hey, bring me your big things. Now, if you have some small things, that's fine, but stop not going to God with your big prayers because you think that he's not going to answer them. Because I promise you he will. If he did it before, he's going to do it again. If he did it for Johnny, he's going to do it for Jimmy. If he did it for Myrtle Ann, he's going to do it for you. Stop trying to hold things back from God, because at the end of the day, he already knows what you stand in need of anyway, right? I'm just saying. So take your big prayers to God. I promise you he can handle them. Y'all, look, that's it. That's all. Everything I shared with you will be in the description box. So make sure you check that out. And I want you all to put into practice the things that I've shared with you. And you may have some other things that didn't make this list. I'm not saying this is a complete list, because it certainly is not. But I want you to put into practice the things that I've shared with you, because I believe in my heart of hearts, brother, that this is going to be your year. This is going to be my year. This is going to be our year. And we are going to do some great things. But we've got to believe in ourselves. And we've got to believe that we serve a God that can do anything but fail. And God is not a man that he should lie. So there's no reason to believe that he won't do it for you, especially since he's done it before. He will do it again. But we just have to believe. And I'm going to say this because I don't want you to get too far off track that you forget. You can go to God with your prayers, your big prayers, your medium-sized prayers, your small prayers. But here's the other thing. You've got to remember, don't just go to God when you need something. Call on him just to say, Lord, I thank you. I've shared this with you all before. There are days when I go to God, I say, God, I'm not coming to you asking for anything. I just want to tell you that I love you and I thank you. I thank you for what you've done. I thank you for what you're doing. I thank you for what you're going to do. Just remind God that you appreciate all that he does for you because he doesn't have to do it. So keep that in mind as you go into God with the can I have, give me's, okay? Just don't forget that. I just want to throw that out there. So anyway, you guys, that's it. That's my time because I have some other things I need to get done today. But I just want you all to remember that if you set goals, and I hope you did, I want you to stay on top of them. You are going to complete what you've started. You are going to complete the things that you said you wanted to do this year. This is not going to be a repeat of last year and the year before that and the year before that, where you had all these great ideas, but you didn't do anything with them. We are in the closing out goals business in 2024, okay? Just remember that. Now, having said that, if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for allowing me to speak life into you. And just so you know, I do car conversations or car vlogs every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. However, I had a little difficulty yesterday, so I'm getting this video done today. See, I could have gave up and said, forget it, I'll try next week, but I didn't. So come back tomorrow where I'll have another topic for you. I do a podcast every Saturday, so I'll get yesterday's podcast out for you all today. I did not share that link out, but I will get that out for you all today. So if you follow me on my various social media platforms, you can find it there. And what else? Oh, this is not your first rodeo. I want to say welcome back. You know, I miss you and I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, you guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. Be the awesome and amazing people that I know that you are. Start setting yourself up to win. I'm going to say that one more time. Start setting yourself up to win, because you are a winner and you have it in you. You can do anything that you choose to do. Believe in yourself. Believe that God is in control and you'll have no problems. But remember, as the song says, take your burdens to the Lord and leave them there. That's what I need you to start to do. Whatever that fear is that you have, whatever that burden is that you have, I need you to take it to God and leave it there, because he will handle it. He will handle it. Love you all. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot the best part. You know the drill. You know the spiel. I love you to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing that you can ever do about it, because this sister girl right here is always going to love you all, because I believe in you. I believe in you even when some of you don't believe in yourself. Love you all. Talk again tomorrow.